what's up, my daring little Decopon? This is Rob from A Gay Guy Plays, and curiously enough, the reason that these citrus are so expensive is the fact that they're a hybrid between a mandarin and an orange. But I always thought like a mandarin was kind of like an orange, like how much more hybrid do you have to be? But apparently these are absolutely delicious. Regardless, today on The Daily Grind, we're back with another installment of Rob reads you shit that you don't want to read yourself. And as you can see, D.E. Megan has posted up something about Anomaly shards, and I've actually gone in-game to go ahead and show you those things. But let's take a look at what she's got to say. So, Empyrean Avara Prime 27.0.12 Anomaly shards. For every sentient anomaly point of interest you complete, you'll earn a new anomaly shard. A shard ripped from a sentient anomaly in the Veil Proxima. As mentioned in 27.0.1, we wanted to implement a more token-based system to obtain the Tenebrous Ephemera that we removed from the drop table. An anomaly shard is 100% guaranteed at end of mission for every sentient anomaly point of interest you complete. Now, the thing about this is a lot of people were leaving mid-mission if none of the rare stuff dropped, so they're like, fuck this, I'm out, I'm gonna try to get another shot at it. So this way it kind of like incentivizes people to stay through the entire mission, which is definitely nice. Next up we have Little Duck and exotic goods. So apparently Little Duck knows some shit about the sentience, which I guess kind of makes sense because of the fact that there is like corpus testing that's going on out there, and we did find some sentient parts out there. So I'm sure because of the fact that she's kind of like got some intel on that I guess, you know, that'll tie things in. Little Duck is no stranger to exotic goods. An amp assembler and toroid master, the strong and strange are what makes her business on. What makes her business on? Or what makes her business on? I don't think that's right grammar, but sure. Her interest in anomaly shards allows you to access new exotic goods. So we have the Tenebrous Ephemera, we have all sentient Captura scenes. Sentient Captura scenes has also been removed from the drop table and can be purchasable for Little Duck exclusively. Alright, Railjack additions, changes, and fixes. We're going to go through the main changes up here, and then all of like the little optimizations. You guys can go ahead and take a look at that in the post. I'll actually leave that link down in the description box below, because a lot of this I went through already, and it's not anything that is like absolutely game-changing, just a lot of quality of life stuff that I think you guys will end up enjoying. But the main things here are sharing is caring. Loot gathered when on foot in a point of interest cruise ship and from killing a boarding party are now shared between the whole squad, so you don't individually need to go collect the loot if you're busy piloting, engineering, etc. This excludes health, ammo, and energy pickups. Also, AFK players do not get the items shared and cannot pick them up later. So that's fantastic. Number one, knocks out AFK players. You should actually be playing the game and not just be sitting there doing absolutely nothing. But this is something that I'm really excited for, because a part of me says, if DE is able to change the drops that are picked up, like health, ammo, and energy pickups, right? Number one, that is fucking fantastic if they could do that across the entire game, because clearly they can do it in Railjack, so I don't understand why they don't do it just for normal game modes. And here's the thing, for those of you guys who like vacuum, this is the kind of vacuum that I'd be okay with, one that excludes health, ammo, and energy pickups. It's still fucking annoying having things flying in your face, but legitimately, like, as long as you're not fucking with my builds, like, listen, loot to me only matters if it's shit that I don't already have, but if I have a million circuits, I don't need to have that shit vacuumed up for me. However, I wouldn't care as much as long as it's not loot that's fucking up my builds. So, listen, DE, I would say take this as a note, and maybe don't just implement this in Railjack, but implement this in the entire game. Because here's the thing, everybody knows that in Warframe there's so much run and gun, where it's like somebody is on one half of the map, another person is on another half of the map. So if somebody is doing, like, let's say interception, right? right? If you're covering very far off different points, you now no longer have to worry about, you know, having these issues, right? Of like, oh, a really good drop is over there, but I wouldn't know because they didn't mark it, but they did pick it up for themselves, right? Or if you're in a survival, which by the way, you shouldn't be in a survival where you guys are too far apart because it spreads out spawns, but you know, I'm not trying to run your life for you. I'm just trying to help you out. So, DE, please don't just implement this in just Railjack, implement it everywhere, and I would be so happy, okay? So happy. Next up, minor breaches, fires, and electrical traps now restore Railjack health once again when a catastrophic failure breach is active. Fantastic. The health return was removed in 27.0.10 due to being used to manipulate Railjack invulnerability. Added tips to the configure Railjack screen in the dojo, simply hover over the eye icon in the bottom right corner to learn more about each category. Avionics and a wreckage dropped in Railjack's missions now display a distance marker. Thank you. Because sometimes you're flying and you're flying and you're flying. You're like, how fucking far away is this goddamn intrinsic or avionic or whatever? The distance marker will appear when the avionic or wreckage is near the center of the screen, regardless of how far it is. Fan-freaking-tastic. Love it. Updated the components and armament slots description to clarify they do not apply to wreckage, only repaired wreckage. Oh, I didn't even realize that we had components and armament slots. Made a micro optimization to the Railjack UI. For those wondering, micro optimizations means a small adjustment that were made to improve the performance without any changes to the game's behavior. So you shouldn't see anything change except the game runs a little bit faster. Fantastic. And they've got even more micro optimizations, which are great. So that is going to be it for this. Let's go ahead and jump into Little Duck and see what she's got. As you can see, I already pulled it up because I'm ready to go, okay? I am ready to go. So the Tenebrous Ephemera, let's see if we can take a look at it. Can we preview it in any way, shape, or form? Oh, I don't love it. I thought that it was going to be so much cooler than that. It's all right. I mean, it's kind of smoky. It's kind of a little perfect for like edgelords out there. So that's 15 Anomaly shards, just in case you need that. Then we have the sentient balcony scene. All of these are going to be 10 Anomaly shards. It's good to know that this is going to be the star of the show. I was scared that these ones are going to be expensive because when it comes down to like these things, captura scenes tend to be more expensive. But we've got the sentient balcony scene. This one looks to be really, really pretty. Sentient fountain scene, sentient basin scene, that's like the deep red dark area. The sentient concourse scene, this one looks pretty as well. And then the sentient altar scene. So those are going to be everything that Little Duck currently has on offer for her exotic goods. And you'll actually find it in this panel right here, which says specifically exotic goods. So it's nice to see a little bit more, I guess you would even say like lore added in, because legitimately this gives Little Duck a little bit more of like a mystery to her. Regardless, that's gonna do it for me for now. Let me know if you feel like this is a good move that DE is making. I hope that they start implementing the token system more often, because I've been to the Anomaly numerous times. I'll tell you that already. And I didn't quit out of them either. And in addition to that, let me know how you feel about universal loot pickup, right? I think it's a fantastic idea, and I don't know why it hasn't been fully implemented into the game unless there's something a little bit shadier going on for not implementing it. Regardless, that's going to do it for me for now, and as always, love somebody, hurt nobody, and touch your body. I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye!